I just want to say that it is very good to talk to you, and I am inspired to listen to what you have told us, and also of your work. And is there anything you want to tell us that we haven't asked for, that you want to share or challenge or whatever?
Sure. I'd like to say a few words briefly. First of all, it's completely true, most particularly on that significant day when I went to the Peace Center. I felt that it was one of the most meaningful days of my life. Maybe since you live here, you might not have the same feeling. In Tibet, we have something called the Jowo Buddha in Lhasa. Next to Potala Palace in Tibet, there is a well-known Jowo Buddha statue. But in other faraway places in Tibet, people pilgrimage prostrating, they all have an especially deep reverence for it. For Lhasa locals, they don't have much of a feeling about it. So for those of us coming from outside, this is a truly and extremely sacred place. That's the first point I wanted to express. So when I went there for the very first time that day, actually I rarely buy souvenirs elsewhere. I honestly bought quite a few different things at the Peace Center just recently. I can't go into specifics. There are many things. This is just one of them. The second thing, I think that for all these many years, you've truly been advocating for peace here. I am an advocate for peace. Just a humble and truly ordinary Buddhist, Christianity, or other religions. What do you think we should do for peace in the future? What factors matter most? Including peace between our religions and peace with society, and in all areas. What kind of contributions should we make, and what roles should Christianity and Buddhism play? World peace is a broad topic, but as Buddhists or as Christians ourselves, do you have any suggestions or perhaps anything at all worth promoting?
It's a big question. I think my first thoughts are that the most important work we do in our local places to work for understanding and respect in between. For example, here in Oslo, we have a lot of ethnic groups and religious groups. And we have a forum called, what would that be in English? Samarbeidsrådet, the Cooperation Committee for Faith and
Lifestands.
And lifestands. And I think the discussions, they're just meeting each other there. And in similar way, for example, have also a thing for the Christians and the Muslims in this town. We have a contact group, and just to get to know each other as leaders is important. And that is a kind of an example for the rest of the church and the religious groups to have that kind of contact on the grassroots too. So I think peace is not just something we decide on, and I know you agree. It's something that we make when we are in good relations with each other, and we have to exercise every day, among our friends, among our colleagues, families, and in the churches and in the religious groups. And I feel myself that as a leader in the church, it's a big responsibility to have good relations to other religious and non-religious leaders here in Oslo, so that we can talk together when there are tensions in the city. For example, we had this caricature. Do you know that? You know the caricature of Muhammad? They made in different places and also here in Norway.
Chariado or called Charlie Hebdo event?
No, before that.
Before that, okay.
It was a Danish paper printed it first, Jyllandsposten, and then the Norwegian Christian newspaper printed the caricatures of the prophet, and that exploded to the...
And there were riots in different parts of the world, and also the Norwegian embassies were threatened. And then the leaders came together here in Oslo to talk about how could we prevent the riots here. And they could do that because they knew each other. So therefore I think, as we do now, to build relationships is one of the most important things also for peace building. And may I just mention a few other things that I was thinking of now. The first thing is the extremism that we see in all over the world that causes terror actions. Is that the right way to say it? I think that to fight extremism is also a very important way to build peace, because many people in Norway, because of for example, the ISIS, they are so afraid of Islam and of religion. So they don't want to have anything to do with religion because that is something extreme. So we have to work on discerning between true spirituality with discipline and extremism, and that is sometimes difficult. So that is also a part of the job, I think. And the last point is prayer, just to pray for peace.
Your answer was really very comfortable and extremely pleasant. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I also feel that the relationship between religions shouldn't be approached in other ways. We should communicate sincerely from the heart, learn from each other, and gain a lot of understanding. Actually, to be honest, I feel the same way. People of varied faiths, if they first confine themselves in a small circle, I belong to some religion, it seems like it's always something you really can't escape from. As long as our faith and identity remain absolutely unchanged, steadfast, and truly unshaken now and always, we are fully capable of integrating ourselves into the big family of this society. And when we truly and deeply learn from each other, we all experience many truly unexpected and sometimes surprising feelings. So I think it's really necessary in this era, whether it's prominent leaders and influential figures of different religions from around the world, if these people can have face-to-face conversations, then in the future, just like the example you mentioned earlier, people from two different religions might eventually resolve some conflicts over time. Actually, many of us religious followers within our own circles, he also had many identities and prestige. I think this is a very good suggestion. Mutual learning and understanding this is truly a very good thing.